discussion with Westerio, it could very well be is that we also have to bring this down to 250 kilowatts in order to be able to connect. So at this point, I don't know if it's 500 or 250. We will have to find out with Westerio. If their voltage is higher than 8,000 kV, then we can connect 500 kilowatts. If we have to stay with 8 kV, which we believe is in that area, we're going to connect the 250. So then we would need 4 acres.
Thank you.
I mean, I think we all share the same frustration that this has gone on for so many years. And I guess that's, I mean, it's almost our term that that program has been, and, you know, it's been setback after setback after setback, and each time it's making a different request. And I guess that's my concern now is, where are we if we are not accepted at this stage of the game?
Yeah, I believe is we all have to, we put about 3 years of work into it, right? And clearly we can see this is when we were declined last year, it was just devastating for us, because for everybody, I mean, for the community, for the co-op, everything. So this time around is when we look at it, a lot of the arguments they used why we were declined last time, they made changes on their side. Like the access rights is, we're struggling through right now, and we can really realize right now why they did not find those properties, because a lot of properties are still in the village of Clifford, and none of them are really in the corporation of the town of Minto. That's really what we are personally struggling as well, right? But we have now planned with your lawyer together, and they respect them, that we actually are planning to go through and clean up all your parcel registries, so they're all clean. They're not showing up the town of Clifford anymore. They will be now in the corporation of the town of Minto, and then the Ontario government can see those are actually the same properties. We will not go and running those issues anymore. That's part of the $2,000 legal fees, is that we are cleaning up all the old things which is around, right? But we are losing approximately maybe 2 days, 3 days a week. But in our opinion, we have to thread days safely in order to get us all cleaned up, and we don't leave an open door, that we get caught again on some technical thing which delays. So I believe it's really a good chance for us. I think it's the last chance for us.
Yeah, I was going to
think
say,
so, too.
it's probably our last chance, so I think, through you, Councilor Caldwell, I think it's an opportunity. We've put so much time and effort, both yourself, Ralph, and Bill, and ourselves, that I think that we should, in my mind, go one more step and try it again. And if we get shot down this time, I guess I'd be all for packing up the books, and that'd be all of it. But I think it's well worth what the effort we've done, even to date today, to take one more stab at it.
The only difference with this stab is that it involves a very serious financial commitment, which we haven't been asked for in the past.
Well, it is, and we can look at that a little bit longer, but we got a risk factor of, we're in the government, we have government bonds now, we trust them to pay their government bonds, we trust them to follow on a contract. And if you look at the history, the gas works, we're all holding that $1 billion bill. They didn't go away and say, you know what, we don't like it anymore, we'll walk away. There's a contract, and contracts have to be honored. And this, if we get to that 20-year contract, and we won't be investing until we get to that, then I feel fairly confident we got the government on the hook, and that return of investment's going to be there.
I agree with you.
That's one thing we see from the OPA. Whatever they promised, they actually fulfilled it. There was quite a lot of contracts which couldn't connect. You've heard all the horror stories about
Yeah.
it. And it was really absolutely not to the people's fault with the application. So all those people got now paid exactly what they spent. They got paid 110% of it.
Right.
And so they all got paid out. They could keep their equipment. They get special treatment. So whatever it is I think the Ontario government is very fair. And once we have this notice to proceed, we will feel very, very confident we can go ahead. I think it's a risk for you, but I really don't see it as a risk, because you have the same technology now for over a year in the Minto. You see how the technology is running. You're just getting checks coming in every month, right? So it's really nothing different what we're proposing, which you're already experiencing over the last year. So to our opinion, as we have familiar with technology, we have seen those, it's not really a risk to us. The sun is shining every day, and if we have a few days with no sun, we'll make it through this too, right? So it's probably a much lower risk than putting an investment in anything else, because you're really investing in technology which is proven and known, and you're investing with an Ontario government paying the bills for it. So
I'm sorry, my only concern is an Ontario Liberal government paying the bills, and if there is a change of government, where do we sit? That's my only concern.
Well, I mean, I think most governments, they have to honor the commitments of previous governments.
Oh, I
mean,
agree,
so
if
I
it's
think
made
that
by
from a
that
commitment, if it is a contract, and that's, we won't have to invest till we get to that contract stage, so that's why I'm feeling comfortable.
Okay.
Motion?
Well, I have a whole stack of
Let's
motions
go at it.
here.
Get at 'em.
So if I'm doing anything that you're not happy with or phrasing, because we just got these this afternoon, so our original motion, yeah, and I'm gonna read that one out, basically, that the council receives a report from the CAO clerk dated October 25th, 2013, regarding FIT 3 Town of Minto and Sunsaver 2 applications, and direction be provided on the following. Permitting Sunsaver 2 to apply on the basis that the town will invest a 15% share in the capital of the program, estimated at approximately $250,000, to be funded by transferring an investment maturing in the spring of 2014, so that the application receives 3 priority points. Support the general resolution supporting solar installations in the municipality, so that the applications receive 2 priority points. That the town solicitor be permitted to sign the access rights declaration, so that the town hosts installations at the Harrison Industrial Park, 7.5 acres north of the lagoon, the Beehive Solar Park, Beehive Park Solar Tracker, the roof-mounted installations at the town municipal office, Harrison, Palmerston, and Clifford Arenas, and ground mounts at Greenbush, Palmerston Industrial, and Clifford Lagoons, and that the applications receive an additional 2 priority points. That the microfit installation on the Harrison Fire Hall proceeds as outlined in the staff report, subject to approval by a professional engineer. We're happy with that?
Versus the notice on the Beehive, it's a microfit project, which is kind of outside of the application process we do now.
Okay.
We have, if we get a resolution, we have till the end of this year to apply for that as well.
Okay, so this is our generic one, and then we've got these specific
Yes,
ones, so.
it can be there, it's the same thing, just under different form.
Okay,
Okay, is someone willing to make that motion? Mayor Bridge, seconded by Deputy Mayor Fisk, all in favor? Against?
okay. So I'm going to go on to the first resolution I have here, so, if you don't mind, I'll just read them out. All right, okay. That the council of the corporation of the town of Minto supports FIT 3 and Sunsaver 2 GP Inc. ground-mounted solar PV for the following locations: Palmerston Industrial Road Works, the Harrison Sewage Treatment Lands, Greenbush Community Park, Clifford Sewage Treatment Lands, and further that the visual screening and setback acknowledgements are supported by the council of the corporation of the town of Minto.
Someone make the motion, please? Councillor Elliott, seconded by Mayor Bridge, all in favor?
Okay.
Opposed?
All right, now I've got 2 blanket resolutions here. And these were prepared by our fellows here that, whereas the province's FIT program encourages construction and operation of ground-mounted solar PV generation projects, and whereas one or more projects may be constructed and operated in the corporation of the town of Minto, pursuant to the FIT Rules version 3, applications whose projects receive the formal support of local municipalities will be awarded priority points, which may result in these applicants being offered a FIT contract prior to other persons applying for FIT contracts. Now therefore be it resolved that the council of the corporation of the town of Minto supports the construction and operation of the projects anywhere in the corporation of the town of Minto. This resolution's sole purpose is to enable the participants in the FIT program to receive priority points under the FIT program and may not be used for the purpose of any other form of municipal approval in relation to the application of projects or any other purpose.
It has to come back to us, Mary Lou, before we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's
that's
on your
for,
Any property
Anyone
in
understand
Minto.
this? This is just me. Would someone make the motion? Councillor Hemley, Councillor Churton, all in favor?
okay, and that needs to be signed by 2 members of council. All right, and this one is, it's exactly the same, only it says rooftop solar PV.
Okay.
Would someone make the motion, please? Councillor Faulkner, seconded by Councillor Elliott. All in favor?
Okay, same deal. And now I have 4 resolutions specific to municipal council setbacks. Again, whereas Sunsaver 2 GP Inc. proposes to construct and operate a non-rooftop solar project on Minto Concession 1, Part Lot 24, description, basically that's the Palmerston
We're the same,
Industrial.
switch to the first one.
Yeah.
Just those are, believe, those are the OPA forms.
Yes,
So in the end is, technically, we like to send their own OPA forms in, so if those are signed as originals,
these ones,
then we have to send those in.
okay.
And they're the same form, same thing, it's just in their format.
All right, so what would you like us to do?
To sign those
To
forms
sign
in the
these
OPA.
ones, okay.
The same people that signed the other ones?
Yeah, so then you have one for council, and then one of the forms, we need to take the original, and the original then has to go in for the applications.
Okay, so these I can perhaps pass as a blanket here, so it's the 4 locations that were on that previous resolution. So I'll entertain a motion to,
You need a motion for these as
yeah,
well?
these are municipal council setback resolutions for those 4 properties.
Okay, may I have someone make the motion, please? Councillor Elliott, seconded by Councillor Turton. All in favor?
Okay? And I believe we're complete. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's get on that road, eh?
Good
Try
luck
it
to
again.
us.
Bill, what have you guys been doing for the last 6 months?
And I'll gladly turn the chair back to Mayor Bridge.
Okay, thank you, Councillor. We're at other business, disclosed additional items. Ron, you had a couple?
Okay, first, I want to give council notice that I will be bringing forward suggestion that we exempt the cemeteries from the lawn cutting tender. It's already been tendered out apparently, and that I'm going to be proposing that we apply for summer grants and hire students to take care of our cemeteries. The second thing I want to say is that Chief Harrell received, was successful in his grant application and received $2,710 to purchase 4 tablet computers. So I want to congratulate the chief. And by the way, I think the thing that impressed me the most was your grant application for an FM Global Fire Prevention Grant stood out among the hundreds we received. So that's a credit to you, Chief, and congratulations. And the final thing I have is a meeting on November 20th scheduled for with CAO Scott Wilson and I believe Peter
Peter, yep.
Barnes, thank you, and the mayor and
Yep.
myself in respect to IPM 2016 for to clarify. First of all, we want to identify what we're going to have to do to prepare for the 2016 plowing match, and also the grant from the county, what we will be able to spend it on. Thank you.
Harry?
A couple of things. My information is coming from the Wellington Advertiser, so I'm assuming
That'd be right,
it's
then.
factual.
You got a little bit of a notice, Harry.
It's some time ago now, but there was an article regarding Mapleton and their water meters. And it indicated that they were receiving provincial funding for their water meters, and I'm just wondering why we wouldn't be able to.
Because we're too big.
Too big.
Yeah,
That's
that
exactly what it
swap project, it was like a cutoff of 5,000 in a certain number of customers. And we're like only too big by like a
Tiny
very
bit.
small amount.
By one house.
We should have, why didn't the fire department burn a couple of houses?
We're too good, my friend.
Could have done a barn.
And the other one is, was a comment made by the Wellington North CAO regarding, they're discussing how they want to carry out the next election with respect to voting. And the comment made was that Wellington North achieved the highest turnout in the county at 32.5%. And I believe Minto was at something like 56.5%, which I'm very proud of, and I thank our citizens for that, but that's not factual information. So I just wanted to bring that to the attention of council and the press.
I read that.
Okay, thank you.
The council got it, did the press?
Motion to turn it back to council.
I'm a friend of you guys, Pat, really am. Print whatever you want.
Moved by Councilor Folger, seconded by Councilor Caldwell, the Committee of the Whole convenes the Town of Minto Council. All in favor?
Yep.
Carried. Moved by Councilor Caldwell, seconded by Deputy Mayor Fisk, the Council of Town of Minto ratifies the motions made in the Committee of the Whole. All in favor? Carried. Moved by Councilor Elliott, seconded by Councilor Hamley, the bylaw number 2013-87 being the bylaw to amend the bylaw 2011-43 Palmerston sewage allocation be introduced and read first, second, and third time and passed in open council, seal with seal of the corporation. All in favor? Carried. Moved by Councilor Turton, second by Councilor Faulkner, the bylaw number 2013-88 being the bylaw to execute a site plan agreement with North Star, Inc., be as described in Part Lot 83, Concession D, RP 61T, 8355, Part 2, and 25 Hutchinson Street, Harrison, being introduced and read first, second, third time, and passed in open council, and sealed with seal of corporation. All in favor? Carried. Moved by Deputy Mayor Fisk, second by Councilor Caldwell, the bylaw number 2013-89 being the bylaw to execute the agreement with Her Majesty to the Queen, the right of Ontario, as represented by the Minister of Rural Affairs regarding the Municipal Infrastructure Investment Initiative Capital Program being introduced and read first, second, and third time, passed with the open council and sealed of the corporation. All in favor? Carried. Moved by Councilor Folger, second by Councilor Elliott, bylaw number 2013-90 being the bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the November 5th, 2013 Committee of Council meeting being introduced and read first, second, and third time, and passed in open council and sealed with seal of the corporation. All in favor? Carried. Moved by Councilor Caldwell, second by Councilor Henry, that Council of Town of Minto adjourned to meet again at the call of the mayor. All in favor? Carried.